So I've showed you the problems that my teammates make in my career mode as far as defense. Now I'm going to show you what the opponent, the CPU does that is completely different than what your teammates do. And, you know, they play good D. And here is why. I'm going to let this play run in fast motion, and then I'm going to break it down and explain what they do well. Here's the beginning of the play. And they get the rebound. Now let's go back and look at what just happened. I get double teamed in the corner. Actually, I don't actually get double teamed. The center is coming over. The power forward is coming over to double team me, and I throw a skip pass out of the double team that is coming. I see him coming over. I recognize him racing towards me, so I throw it. I probably should have thrown it here to Davis, which is what I tried to do, but it decided to throw the ball to Hardaway Jr. Now, one of the problems is, as soon as the ball goes in the air, this defender is racing towards it. He actually almost gets to it. You know, he really should have picked this pass up, but I was fortunate enough that Hardaway caught it. But here is the big difference between what your teammates do and what the CPU does. The man who is coming to double team me, he sees his man get beat. So help and recover. He comes up, he helps. This man helps. He stops the drive, but he doesn't overplay himself. Hardaway decides to throw a bad pass to Davis, cutting in. Davis gets it, and this man immediately gets back to his man. As soon as he throws a pass, he immediately gets back to his man. But that's not what the best thing about it is. On the weak side of the ball, they don't collapse. He stays home. Paul George stays with me. I rotate up to the top. And normally, what happens is, what your teammates will do is Paul George will chase the ball, or this man will leave his man for no reason at all, and then that's when you get into trouble. And so that's the big difference on defense. Both Davis and Hardaway get double teamed, triple teamed in the paint. They have no shot. They are forced to pass. Hardaway, when he first caught the ball, it's a one dribble pull up. The man's out of position, one dribble right by him, pull up for a jumper. That's a wide open shot or pass to this man. But the propensity for the CPU to always try to drive all the way to the bucket, it always either tries to drive all the way to the bucket or shoot deep three-pointers. The mid-range game is non-existent in my career. So Davis has to pass out. He passes to a man that's guarded. His man falls down. But even when his man falls down, they still don't leave their man. He still does not leave his man. He doesn't leave his man. He's forced to pass to me with the shot clock winding down. What is the shot clock on now? 3 seconds. You can barely see it in the top corner there. It's 3 seconds. I have only 3 seconds to try to make something happen. I'm double teamed immediately. I get forced into an animation where I'm backing up. With like 1 second or 2 seconds, I have to put up a shot. It's a bad shot. As I'm shooting, I have 3 defenders collapsing on me. And the man who fell down is going back to go cover Anthony. Vonleh is going back out here to go cover Anthony. And then he decides to rebound when I let go of the shot. But that doesn't happen with your teammates. Your teammates do not recognize where their man is. They don't go to pick them up. And so they're able to get an easy rebound off of a bad shot. And that just does not happen for us on the other end, at the other end of the floor. It just doesn't. It never does. People will leave their man. This guy didn't even move the whole play. Look at all the passes that get made. He stays home with his with his guy. The only time he leaves is when I get the ball and I'm about to shoot. Goodrich comes over to try to contest. I was amazed that neither him nor Paul George left their assignment during that whole few seconds of play. And that's the big difference, man. That's like one of the big differences. Your teammates, their offensive awareness, the things they do, leaving their defenders, it happens all the time. Here is somebody who has not left a defender. I defy you to pass the ball around a few times from one corner, cross-court pass, 3-4 passes, and not have one of your teammates leave his assignment. That will never happen. Let's see how many passes were made, and Goodrich does not leave his assignment. 1, 2, 3, 4, a double team, and only at the end when the shot goes up. And he's in great rebounding position. I defy you to pass the ball 4 times. I defy you to let the CPU pass the ball 4 times against you and see if one of your men does not leave his assignment. That'll never happen. 2K, fix your game.